Thomas, could you turn it down?
Praise God.
Glory to God.
Glory to God.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Thank you, God. Oh, glory.
We're so grateful for you. source. We love the air that we breathe. We love the trees we feel. We thank you, Lord, for everything. Shalom, shalom. I shall say, relax in the presence of the source. Receive what he has to say. Lighten your heart. Open your heart today. Receive the words that come from above within. You today. Hello, this is Apostle Lisa Graves, and welcome to my world, the Tree of Life International Harvest Church here in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're located at 1519 Barto Place in Greensboro, North Carolina. We hope you're on your way, and we look forward to you coming. And for those who are already here, we thank you for coming. Such a special time, special place, a special day. No, not a traditional church, not even a traditional center, but a place where people can come and be enlightened and expand and grow. And we share. So as the facilitator, I always start out with just beautiful songs in the heavenly language, what language that you prefer. One thing about a prophet, a seer, visionary, music moves the word in us. We delight in music. It just moves the word of God in us. Ashe. Sure some of you already gone to your churches and already shouted and got everything out. And sometimes there's a time at 6 o'clock, time of, not saying I want to put you to sleep, but I do want you to relax and rest. Because tomorrow is the beginning of your workday. This is the time to remove everything that was so easily beset you, and rest. I know there's moments we probably get there, we'll probably go high in the spirit realm once we get Mindell up here to sing us some songs. But I just wanted to get your chakras, get your spirit in a place to receive. I stand before you not as Apostle Graves or some title, but as a facilitator, to give you some insight, to help you move on those insights. is with your common sense. We always move on when we say common sense, we pretty much move on everybody outside of us. Common sense. But what's common sense to you is what you should move on. What's real to you? What's your reality? I'd like to open that up. But I do have a word, a download. So I would advise that you all who are here prepare. I would take notes if I'm you. If you like, I have my notes, but Russian. I got my notes, but nothing no more than what was already said in me anyway to tell you and share with you. So I won't be before you long. I will actually ask you to share this video because, like I said, the title of this, as you can see, the title of those who are by Facebook, Instagram, and tweeting, you all can see the title. For those who are here, we'll get the title when I come in speaking. But in the meantime, just enjoy yourself. I thank all visitors, friends, and co-workers, and family for being here, for coming. I don't know what you're saying. You're going to come up and tell me. What about the mic? The battery's dying. Oh, y'all can't hear me? It's squishy. Oh, give me another mic. Yeah. He said his battery's dying. Sorry about that. I always drop the purple because I like purple. So yeah, I'm not, as we all know, as church, I'm not that. I don't want to be that. Thank you. Come from that, appreciate that. This is about an inward church, an individual inward church. Whatever that is to you. As God says, I am that I am. Let it be the I am. So this time, thank everyone in their respective places. Thank you for unconditional love. Bishop Jamal Brunax for allowing us to use this facility. Thank you for Life and Liberty International Church coming in, right, with Jermaine Mondale. For partnering. These are my partners. We on the same quest to enlighten. They're called the Awakened Churches. Coming together. And our only goal is to make sure you love you and live you and be happy with you. Thank you for my musicians, the singers, the dancers, friends I'm meeting, friends I will meet, and call them family, and you are family. So, at this time, I would like for, if he doesn't mind, to come up and give us a selection, and a few selections, and then I want to get before you and stand before you and just begin to share the download that I had gotten from God. Because I know it's going to bless you. I know it's going to bless you.
Honored to stand before you again. It's been an awesome day.
Yes.
Awesome
Yes,
day.
yes, it has.
Just a song. We were over this song last Sunday, I believe. We were watching the barge movie. One of the songs that I've always loved was Love Me in a Special Way. I've always loved that song. And I want to put my own little twist on it, if I can. And when I sing this song, I'm talking about Source, God. You know you had me with your sensuous arms when I felt so alone. You never walked on by in your awesome wonder. I had to know why you gave me a chance to carry on. Love you in a special way. What more can I say but love you now? I love you in a special way. What more can I say but love you now? I love you, Source. You've been so good, and you've been so kind. You are a friend mine to carry through. I love you so in a special way. What more can I say? I love you now. I love you so. Around my home a lot of times, if I'm at work, I'm just singing and putting twists on a lot of songs. This next song is a simple song. It says I won't complain.
Sure won't.
Because there's no time to complain. Because complaining never solves anything.
Oh, amen.
Because when we want to complain, that's when stuff gets worse.
Yes.
So, I won't complain. I just love out here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You consider yourself that you went in again? Jesus made a point right there.
Right.
You trying to see what you was about, did you know who you was? When they minister on that part about, he called y'all a dog. Why would I get into the least? He was saying, do you know who you is?
Right.
I want to see if you will penetrate even me. Who you look up to. Will you come against me about what I said and think about what I said to you about you receiving something? God said, I asked. There's no reason to ask me to do it. When the man came and said, just send the word and I'll come.
Yeah, right.
Therefore, I will take the power that you've given and invested in me, and I will go and run to my son, and I will lay my hands on it, and he shall be healed, because it was invested in me. See, the problem we have is that we out here externally asking somebody for something. Called Skyline. We constantly asking him for something. Ain't you mad that he didn't give it to you? You're frustrated. You're persecuted. Tell him where he at. Where is he at? Persecuting him all over again because he didn't show up for you. Well, I kind of made a little humor about it. And the humor was, well, I had to come up here and make y'all a mansion. See, y'all don't want just a house. Y'all want a mansion with many rooms. And if I have to keep stopping to come and do what you can do, I never get your doggone mansion done. Matter of fact, I'm too busy to come. Occupy until I do. Let me finish this here mansion that you say you want. Can't finish if I keep coming down there and you can do something I've already given you power to do it. It's in you. He said a lot of us are not successful or not healed. I was listening to a young man, and he made something so phenomenally igniting. He said that if we, the church, have this much faith that we can believe in death, but how is it we don't believe in resurrection? And we'll sit there, and I was thinking about my mama, because I was there, and I was thinking, Lord, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I say, okay, Mama, you experienced death now, come on back? Because every time I touched her, my energy would allow her heart rate to beat even more. The more I touched her, but when I pulled my hand away and just like, okay, thinking she coming, the monitor, her heart monitor goes down. But as soon as I touch her, she go boop, 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 boop. But as soon as I took my hand off and we saw the monitor, we thinking, okay, this is it. Did I really have the faith? Did I really believe? Because it kept going down. I believe God was showing me something then. I just didn't take the download then. But he said that. He said, we believe in the death more than we believe in the resurrection. So we let death happen. We won't even go to the morgue. Haven't you heard? I've known plenty of people say they went to the morgue, pronounced dead, and woke up. They woke themselves up. They had faith within inside their own death, where we left them down there. But y'all don't believe. I believe. Okay, I know I can name a few of them that literally are living today and was in the morgue, zipped up and ready to be autopsied. One lady, they was really about to cut her, and she just rose up. Man went screaming, dropped everything, screaming.
But what the download was, it came from one of my siblings. She said, Mama, we're very selfish. She said, we're some selfish people. I said, well, yeah, we are. And I'm looking at her. Well, yeah. No, Mom, I am. But we are. She said, because why are we sit and we ask God to do everything for us that we could do for ourselves? That's kind of selfish to ask God to do something that we could do for ourselves. And what makes it really selfish is because he said he done it all. He done his part. Now we want him to do our part. We want him to do our part. That's like asking the woman who buried the child to actually get up and try to catch the child out of her belly. That's a lot. But then we persecute him because he wants you to know the power you have to go and do it, speak it, think it, right? Speak it. Well, you see it, you think it, right? And then you go and do it after you see it. Is that right? So, y'all get it. And he's giving us the power. And it's funny because it's so true. I kind of tested it. I tested it because I can go all the way back. I'll be 55 October the 1st. And I could go back when I was like, um, um, I would ask God to do a lot of stuff for me. But what I realized, okay, something simple as a little girl. Oh, help me really pass this spelling test. Did you study? Well, yeah, good. Well, God, why didn't you help me remember? I studied and you didn't help me. What kind of God are you? Persecuting, blaming that it was his fault. That all I had to do was really study and believe in myself. See, that's it. Believe in myself that I could remember. I go all the way back and I could think about those things. And there was times when I ain't asked God for to help me with nothing. And I went and done it and was successful. I put two to two together. It doesn't take a lot of correlation to understand that part. That it is going to take my will. And what I don't know, I know people who do know. I used to here we go, about, well, I just need somebody to make the flyers for me. Just make the flyers. Nobody never had time to make the flyers. Or they say they would and they wouldn't. Well, you could go learn it. But why I want to go learn something that you could do in 2 seconds and it take me maybe a whole year. Delay, right? Well, then you just go pay somebody to do it. That's one option. And probably the best option if you want it done. You got people out here that's doing it. You got people out here. He said that we are not, when I heard, when I learned about not having a need, who told you had a need? Who told you that? Told Mary Magdalena in her private time, and the apostles asked her, what did Jesus say to you in your private time that he wouldn't say to us? Mary said, you don't have a need. Everything you think you need is not a need because it's provided through somebody. So let me tell you what you don't have the power to do. You have the power to call, go search and research and ask and pay for it. And I was sitting there and I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, okay. And see, let me tell you another thing which is so good about the need. Is that because I am God and they are God and they see something that you go to someone and you have this amount and they say, that'll be good enough because I know what you're trying to do. So you both win-win. So you're never in lack. You're never in lack. Only time you in lack when you don't do your research and you don't go ask. So that's the only time when you're really in lack because you sit there and say, I don't have and I ain't got. It's because you didn't go do the research. And once you got the research, you didn't ask. This ain't helping you. It's helping me. Seriously, I stand up here, I persecute myself. The image. But I'm just saying is that when my daughter said, I said, Dad, that was very selfish of me. No. Let me tell you what's really selfish. Not only do we just persecute and blame God and make him do everything, but it's very selfish to think that your friends wouldn't be there for you. And to think that you're alone. Been there? Been there? Who told you was lonely? You know why you're lonely? Because you separated yourself from self. When I separated from myself from self, which is the eternal God, when I feel lonely, I do that a lot. But how many times I think he was doing it this morning? Get your vibration up. Get back to you. Get back to the now, which is you. Get back to you now. Do it. Get back to the now, you. Separate you from the inward God. He said, you're never alone. I'm always with you. Ain't you with you when you walk everywhere? And there's a lot of people around you. And I mean, we hear that phrase. See, we got to be careful some of these phrases, things that we say. You could be around a lot of people and be lonely. Because you don't separate yourself from you, who is God, and all the other gods around you, God. That's why we feel lonely. Even around your spouse. And even if your spouse at that moment or that person at that moment is disconnected from themselves, and the reason why you can't feel them is because maybe they are for a minute. It's okay. You just make sure you stay within yourself, stay one with you. And I really believe that when the students show up, the teacher does, and when the students ready to teach it, a lot of us ain't ready for a teacher. We go do research, do everything, but sometimes we don't go ask because we're not ready to learn or to humble or to follow direction instructions. It's okay too. But then I hear it, I said, why y'all persecute me when I giving y'all all the power, Lisa? All the power. I giving you a brain, hands, and feet. All the power, the five senses. Yes. See, a lot of it this morning. I was tired, but a lot of it was, like you said, when you were saying, see you. I had to literally go in and find the me, God in me. Ooh, jeez. all probably leaders. All of us are leaders, and I'm sure everyone has somebody to come to you about things, and sometimes the same thing, and it can really be like, oh God, again, and you give instructions, directions every time. It's funny how we are so intelligent that we can take the same problem that the person brings us and find some different with it to solve it. So he even given us resolution. Think about, we can do that with other people. What imagine you can do that with yourself? That's all right, I go this way. That's all right, I know I can do this over here. But success in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, you got to go do it. You got to go do it. Whether people see it or believe it or not, everybody didn't see Jesus' vision. They didn't even understand. They thought they did. They even tried to teach us. So they gonna say, I don't know what she doing. I mean, it don't make sense. Just by and by, you'll see the manifestation of it. He says, whatever so you thinketh, and you see it and you believe it with all your heart, then you can ask of anything and you would say yes. Once you say yes, then you just need to ask yourself what to do. That's when now you start journaling, right? Because some research and things of that nature. And so then you go do. I've been around, and I'm sure a lot of you have, been around a lot of millionaires. I've been around billionaires. And I sit down at the table with them. And I listen and I hear that you just got to do it. And you can't let nobody talk you out of it. I had some people to talk me out of losing weight. No, what I mean, seriously. I lost weight and I knew my goal was to get to a certain pound. And when they told me it was going, just like that man said this today at Mondale, he said, you know, people tell you what's going to happen. Don't let it happen to you. So what happened to me was they told me that it was going to happen. So what happened was I started losing the weight, and the people were like, oh, you're getting too skinny. You look sick. You look too skinny. You look sick. No. It wasn't about, oh, Lisa, you looking good. Oh, Lisa. Then it was, oh, you're trying to be like your daughter, a teenager. Oh, all the negative energy. That's why I'm glad Mondale said, keep it to yourself. Let them see it, and whatever they say, trust me, if you ain't voiced it and they see it, they ain't gonna voice it out. They just gonna see what's going on. They're gonna be like, is she losing weight? But that's what they said, and guess what, y'all? I stopped losing. I ain't never get to my ideal weight. People would talk you out of your vision, out of your goal. That low vibration on you called the devil. Oh, didn't know that was you, did you? See, even the devil will give you power to help you. He'll let you operate on a low vibration or experience the low vibration so you can learn from it and grow higher. Yin and yang, right? And I remember, y'all used to y'all be right there. Don't tell them nothing else about the house. Say nothing else. Wrong or right, what's going on with it, whatever. Let them see you in it. Yep. Like it. Don't say anything else about a baby or nothing about a baby. Let them see it. Yep. Don't let them know about a man, about a woman. Just let them see it. Yep. Don't let them know about your sickness or have a sickness. Just let them see it. Yep. Because they going to see it and they going to say, what just happened? My business. My business happened. My business happened. Mm-hmm. There you go. I'm saying we don't have no excuses anymore, and we can't even blame God and persecute. Because see, when you blame him, you're persecuting him all over again. He's already done the work. You said he died for it. He died so that you could be successful and live this longevity life and eternal life. You're not going to live eternal? You want him to do that for you too? See, if heaven, if heaven and hell is a place you could choose to go to either or, it's your business. Yeah. Because I'm saying because like, dang, we be joking about it, but hell might just be fun, shoot. Shoot. Because if I'm in heaven and it's cooler today and I got to continue to go up and down praising and praising, I'm going to get hot eventually. At least in hell I can sit down. Cool down a little bit, baby. I'm just saying, y'all see, y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that kind of preaching. I know, I ain't preaching though. I ain't preaching. So you can't even say I'm preaching. I'm facilitating, giving you some thoughts. See, it was funny because this here ministry relaunch is only because I told a few, and the few are with me today. They saw it on Facebook, flyer and all. That's when they knew. I'm seriously, a lot of people didn't know I was getting ready to do this until they saw it on. Yeah, yeah. So let your success be within. When they said Mary pondered within herself, ponder within yourself. Be one with it, because you will allow people to separate you from it. And then you're missing it, and then you're stumbling all over the place. See, then the thought is in your head, am I too skinny? And honey, do I look sick? Baby, you look all right. They told you they were going to do that. And I was warned. So I think it was 3 weeks ago, somebody told us the same thing, to be silent, move in silence. So we've been kind of warned for some reason, because what's happening, a lot of success is now going to take place because you're going to go do. And I love my tribe, and we like to hang out. And we going to do that. And we do that, but I'm going to tell y'all something. We doing other things too. We got something going on. Nobody knows at this point. I ain't telling if y'all ain't told. I think I shared it with only the ones I know can be involved. And they agreed we should do it. So Facebook, YouTube, Lincoln, media, we'll be looking on. Let it be known that God's giving you the power. Giving you the power to be successful in anything you choose. You don't lack anything. You have every research and everyone at your disposal. Right there. It's just the asking. Write down the plan. Write down your goals. Write down your dreams. That's one of the power right there. Affirmation is one of the power that he's given us. Why he keeps they say, well, we ain't supposed to do everything in repetitious. Well, don't you go to work and get up and go to work, come back home, go to work? That's repetitious. Go to bed at the same time, eat at the same time, go to do the same thing at the work over and over and over. He said, do nothing in repetition. He didn't just say, don't pray. Don't do nothing. No. But then why would he tell you to keep asking? To write it down and affirm. Meditate. That's another powerful one. Meditate. Meditation's very powerful. You write it down and then you meditate. That's why he said, listen. He said, meditate on these good things. He didn't say his word. He said, meditate on these good things. What's the good things? He didn't say nothing about meditate on the word. He said, meditate on these good things. What are you writing down? That you can look and read and meditate on those things, those good things you wrote down. Mm-hmm. Okay. He said, when you're writing, and that, especially in that moment when you're sad and feeling lonely and stuff, you're writing how you feeling. Then he says, go back and read it. Draw a line on the next page, draw a line in the middle. And then look at that and look at the pros and the cons about what you stated. How are you going to take those cons and make it your pros? And how are you going to take those pros and implement them into truth? I heard that. Somebody writing something. You are enough. You're more than enough. I'm here. I'm just hearing from the inner God in me that speaks to the inner God in you. Okay. Yes, it's hard to see all the positive things about yourself because you're so much concentrating on the negative stuff about yourself. For some of you, for the next 7 days, you need to just concentrate on those affirmations, do mirror work, look in the mirror, and point out those strong points, those pros, and make them a reality. You won't even think about the not enough part. Because what I find out that those cons really are little increments of what's in your pro. And take people's compliments. Don't just say thank you. And say that I am. So that I am. So that I am. Because sometimes we could take thank you nonchalantly. it doesn't really, we just saying it. But when you say so that I am, you got to take that serious. Because that's what you said you are. Is what you're just they're affirming you. I don't want to be selfish. When he said it was finished, if that's the whole allegory thing, well, we say it's allegory, but if that's the truth about, if you want to look at the Bible, let's look at it that way. He said it was finished. He done it all. He showed us. See, and I look at the woman who had the issue of blood. They said she, let's see, let me show you something right here. Did she didn't go up to Jesus and say, can you? She did the work. She didn't care who was saying it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work. You won't get close enough. You won't touch it. There's too many people guarding him. You better just sit on down and lay it down. She said, you might as well just keep going to the hospital and lay down and die. She did the work regardless of what they said. You nasty. What you doing in the crowd? You're not supposed to be here. She said, I don't care what you think about me. What you say. But you have no idea. What I see is what I know. You got to be the same way. What I see is what I know. You're not smart enough. You didn't go to college. You didn't go to school for that. Oh, but it's what I see. It's what I know. She didn't care. And when she got up on him, she took every virtue there was. Not by the asking. She what? What's the word? Stole out. What's the word I call it now? Booty? Barto? Booty? What's stealing? The word, the slang for stealing. She boosted. She boosted. She boosted them. She said, see, y'all standing around here like looking at me. Y'all know y'all want to do the same thing. People want to do the same thing you doing. Just don't have the courage or the boldness. Or they're not desperate. So be quiet. If you're not desperate, be quiet. Don't complain. Keep doing and being where you are. Don't blame nobody. Don't persecute God anymore about anything that He's given. He's given us the vaccine to help us with the COVID. That's power. That's how much power He gave me and knowledge. He could have just taken it away. But He's given us the power to take it away. And yet you sit there and you don't even want to take the power. But then you complain to God, why God and the government, and they're giving it to you for free. That's another power you got, not a need. That was even taken care of for you. Okay, people intellect. He said, Lisa, if something was wrong with it, y'all keep calling my stuff bad that I've created, that I allow man to create. Don't you get in a car and drive it? That's bad. You have a wreck, you die. Or you can get hurt. But we're still driving, some of us. I don't see y'all saying, well, they made them cars so we can die. Kill each other. They created the cars. No. He said, whatever I allow man to create, to bring a resolution, please don't call it bad. Call nothing that you've created bad. And we ain't desperate. We don't want it to go away. Just, but she was desperate. I'm about desperate. Oh, no, I am desperate. Y'all desperate yet? Y'all desperate with what's inside you now? The vision that God's giving you? The goals that you want to accomplish? You're not desperate yet? You're not excited? You don't see your trophy yet? Yeah, God could have taken it away, but he decided to do it this way. And we have to accept that part. Because, we have to learn and act, and ask yourself, what's in this that's going to help you grow stronger or give you knowledge in the situation. But it's really to bring compassion and love, evaluating yourself in that. So, you all, the reason why God asked you to do it, because he's giving you the power. He's given us the power. He's given us the resolution. I had to spot it, the Rocky Spotted Mountain. It's a tick bite. You get bit by a tick, it's called Rocky Mountain Spotted Fever. I was the first young in America that caught it, but lived when it came out. The one in America was an older lady that caught it. They knew nothing about it, but she died. I was the second in the United States. And they pretty much said I was a goner. But my daddy wanted it too much for me to live. Desperate for me to live. So I'm laying on the hospital bed. They done gave me up. They said, we don't know. Her vitals are going down. And I could see like a haze. Like he was just getting hazed out. Everything around me was hazing out. And my daddy was at my feet. And he was crying. And he was praying. He said, Lord, show us. Show us. Show me. And he was crying. I looked at Daddy and I said, Daddy? I was probably about 12, 13 years old. Probably around during the time they thought when a girl come on her girly, they thought maybe I was going through that at first because I was having these headaches. It started off with a headache. So they said usually when you're coming on your little girly, so I had been around about maybe 12, 13 maybe years of age. So I'm looking at Daddy and I told Daddy, as I was trying to read the Bible, I got saved around about 10, 11, 12, around about that time. And I like to look at the stars. So we had just went to look at the, what's that thing that you go inside and see the stars and stuff. And I was in there with this headache. And so they rushed me that next morning I couldn't even walk. They rushed me to the hospital. But my daddy is laying there and he's asking God, said, God, show me. Show us. We want her to live. And I told Daddy, I said, Daddy, it's okay. I'm going to go, I'm a child. I'm going to go play with God. I'm going to go have fun with God. So, hey, it was just Snow White. And I was, And so my dad looked up at me and I wiggled my feet. And when I wiggled my feet, he looked at the bottom of my feet and there were red spots on my feet. And so I guess by them doing the autopsy and everything on the other lady, they found out some of the stuff. And that was one of the systems. She was covered in red spots. And so that they did a blood transfusion. And I lived. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, here come AIDS. So now I'm in the hospital trying to figure out if the blood that they gave me was contaminated. My daddy said, girl, what is your business down here? You're going to do too much. But it was good. Blood came good. So, when he was desperate, he said, God, give us. It wasn't like he said, God, you do it. Well, he might have. But all I heard he said, show us the way. Just that much power right there. Information. Information is very vital to us. That's power that can allow us to heal and do whatever we need to get done. So I hope this bless you. I'm done. I mean, I can keep going, but what's the point? You should know now, right? I done gave you the download. That you have the power, you possess the power. You see, God is there. He said, I'm up here, I'm interceding and I'm praying for you that you will make it. That we want Jesus to stop talking to come and help us. I just need him to continue to pray that I'm going in the right direction, that I will follow me and take up my power and go and do. And as I'm doing, he said, well, you take one, I take 2 or 3. That tells you right there, he's saying, go do it. Go do it. But don't sit and don't do it and then persecute him. And do not sit there and persecute him and judge and all this stuff. There's something you don't even understand and you ain't going to take and do anyway. What's the point? What are you doing? So victory is yours. Success is yours. So I would advise those of you, sit down and write. Concentrate on those good things. And watch you be led. You'll be synchronized, synchronicity, everything will flow. I love you all so dearly. I was on that forgiveness thing. Just forgive yourself. God forgive me for making you do everything. He's my friend, not my slave. He's my friend, not my genie. Amen, somebody. I'm just saying. So the light is to remind you to forgive, let go, even yourself. You've been hard on yourself. Now procrastination shouldn't be a problem for us. Because now you should be like, oh my God, I got all this power. Let me get up and go. I'm going to call Apostle Atkins. See if she can make my strawberry chocolates because it'll take me all day. I can pay her. She'd take her in 2 hours. That's the power I done gave myself by asking her, and then I gave her more power by paying her. She powered now by money. I heard somebody say money powers you. It gives you energy. So give somebody some energy. If you can't do it, go pay somebody to do it. Give them the energy. You have energy because you have your stuff. I love you. For those of you who are watching on or those who are here would like to be a blessing in giving to Tree of Life International Harvest Church, and you like to give out of your heart, Then you could go to my Cash App. It's $ TOLIH. T as in Tom, O, L as in Larry, I, H as in Harry. And you could give generously there. It'll help us move forward. Move forward. And I'm asking because I have the power to ask. I call it dunamis asking. Y'all know what dunamis is, right? Power. So I have the dunamis power of asking. I have the dunamis power of believing. I have a dunamis power to move and go within my being. And if I just want to be lazy for a day, I'm going to be lazy for a day. I got that power too, to sit down and lay down and just do nothing. But know that my plan continues on within me. So I love you all. Thank you for giving. For those who give. Okay. As I stretch out my hands, and you all stretch out your hands to one another, stretch it out. I'm restoring the power, the energy that was taken from you, you was told that you were nothing without God. In fact, you are God. And the God is in you. And you was told to look outside yourself. So I'm giving you back yourself. Giving you the power that was invested in you to move in your being, to do and ask of anything and believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Remember when you was a child and you would say, I could do it. I could do it. See, I did it. I did it. Go back to that child space and say that you can do it. And once you do it, you say, I did it. I did it. And your parent or whoever your caregiver would say, you sure did. But as soon as you was told, boy, you can't do that. Don't you do that. You can't do that. You know what? I call order in the court. But I do give you power and strength to go forward and to proclaim and reclaim everything you desire to do, everything you desire to have, everything you desire to experience. And knowing that it came from the main source, the light. And we thank you. And we give source thanks. We thank the universe for assisting us, the angels, our ancestries. Yes, we thank you for assisting us. Yes, Jesus is one of our ancestries. He was a man. He was persecuted for doing and using his power. So I give that energy back to you, that you shall go forth, being successful in all that you say and do. And you shall believe again within yourself and know that you can do it. And then you hold the trophy up and say, see, I did it. I did it. My grandbaby said, I could do it. I could do it. I let them do it. And then they say, see, I did it. I did it. They gave their own victory dance. They didn't have nobody else doing a victory dance for them. Do your victory dance. Because you see, and you know what's about to take place and what everybody's about to see. And congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of you who've done it. Who've done it. congratulates people when they do it. Because that means if they did it, we did it. That means there's some more winnings coming for us all. See, y'all don't understand. When we was consciously asking for a cure, the inventor says, I can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can figure it out, we can do it. And when they did it, we all won. We all won when they came up with that. So, let's continue to congratulate. Sing that. Sing that. Sing it. We're going to end with that song.
I give myself to you. My life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself to you. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing, withholding nothing. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. Holding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. Withholding nothing. Oh God, withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Everything I give it to you. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. I give it all to you. Withholding nothing. I give you all. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. I surrender. All to you. Everything I give to you. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. withholding